All right, weekly outlook. This one's gonna be kind of a slow one, just something to relax to. It's the end of the week, and kind of just some extra commentary, just cause I'd rather just talk and really just talk and relax, and not make it like some super serious video. So first and foremost, all-time highs. All-time highs on ES. Beautiful FOMO close also. So now that I'm seeing that, that'll be a very good candle to use later. But Q's, same thing. We poked it on Tuesday, back in the month, but new highs. So best economy we've ever seen. But yeah. As for the outlooks and everything, turned out okay, honestly. UJ was really was just an order block for a moonshot the entire week. So even on the inside day, it closed right where it opened, just to kind of fill some inefficiencies, it looks like. Dixie, running into this. Have not seen the move down yet on it. We'll just have to wait and see, but especially for something like a weekly profile, it is only 5 candles. You want to remember that as well. Like, even though this is an entire traversal of price, it is 1 candle at a time regardless, no matter what the time frame is. So if it's a long one, you have to be, yeah, you want to follow, play out the entire move, but that entire move can end up being your month-and-a-half bias. So, oil, same thing. Order block, whole time. Closing up in here, so this is kind of what I was looking for earlier in the week. Just happened a lot slower, which again ties back to that daily thing. It's 1 candle at a time where you want price to go somewhere. So it closing up here, it's allowed to hit this order block and trade lower if it wants to. It doesn't necessarily have to because of it sweeping these lows here and everything like that, but it's something you can watch out for. But COT is kind of pointing the other way. So ES today. Market opens. Midnight open. They were doing business here. They come back to do same business at fair value. Right above. So if you're following price, saying, for example, they bought this. All of this is already balanced, so you can move up through it. This redelivery right through here takes care of this. And now it's just trading here. Pretty much all of price is balanced out, then you have this huge consolidation where accumulation was made. So if you look at the consolidation itself, it was grabbing sell side most of the time. Underneath lows here, failure swings here. So even inside the consolidation itself, it was bullish. And the idea is if turtles are going to be where they bought, that's what should be the protected area, and that's what you use as market structure shifts. So if you see this and then fair value with an order block, really trading up to last down close candle, all of a sudden there's your high probability order block. And all of this is just internal, and also time of day, factor that in. Market opens 9:30 is when it's crushing into that fair value gap. When people say it's all based on time, it really is. It's a really key thing to see. NASDAQ, forgot I had this open, I guess. Oh, but NASDAQ itself, really the same idea, just a little bit more bullish and a much better internal setup. These lows and everything hovering here, you then crush back into the range to do the exact same thing for ES as ES did. Sleeping lows in here. By the time you get 10 o'clock, even if you're following this delivery downwards, you're getting CSD here at 10:30. And by that time you have now a place to flip bullish. Order block trades into it. You're also sweeping this failure swing here. So another sign of kind of a turtle soup in a way to continue bullish. And also these lows here getting swept. You're only stopping out longs to go long. And again, it was following the exact same thing that ES was doing. US 30 really just did a cliff dive into 945. It was kind of a meme. It just did the exact same move earlier. More so with NASDAQ getting that London push at 2. So really all the indices did the exact same thing. Dow just happened to do it earlier. As for oil intraday, market's trading up. This dump down here with this consolidation is all pre-New York. So if your session is, say, opening up at even 8 o'clock, if you want to be at the pre-market, you're opening up down here. And this doesn't line up with the Power of 3 daily templates, like all the ICT stuff. Like, that time of day is not good for a move downwards like this. Like, a Judas should not be happening at 6 to 8 o'clock for the daily profile. So it's really a bad case for it setting like London high a day, because it's really just like late. You want to see those type of setups at like 3 a.m. midnight, slightly after 3, like 3:30, or even sometimes 2 a.m. to do an immediate move. So by the time 8 o'clock opens, and as well as just a 9 o'clock actual open outcry, you get a nice hammer close, trades up higher. This is your Judas for the session opening. So you can apply Power of 3 to that as well. Market opening here, A in your M phase, distribution, also grabbing buy side. So this is how you can see a buy model into a sell model, as well as again applying the time of day and the move and the times you see these areas to be set. Now, if, like I said, if this consolidation was set at like 3 a.m., absolutely keep it more inclined to be a protected high or anything like that. But if you're looking at per session basis, by the time you open up at New York here at 8, and especially 9 if you're using the open outcry, all of this, you shouldn't be distributing 9:30 to 4. Well, 9:30 to 2:30. Really what I should say, but so you can apply the exact same AMD ideas, and even if you were bullish, even if you're going to apply the same turtle soup ideas as protected areas, sweeping these at 9:30 for open outcry, FEG gets hit here. You're turtling this on a failure swing on the body, and then also this rebalanced intermediate term low, for people that know what that is. This fill here is signaling that price shouldn't need to come back for any of this if it's going for this. And so it hitting an area that is considered balanced and doesn't need to be touched, you can break through it. And also it's still a turtle soup, grabbing all the failure swings and then pushing ahead. So it's your first turtle soup really getting broken. And that's what you can use as a good market structure shift. Now, as for this consolidation in general, this is how you can start to frame market maker models and where smart money reversals can happen. More often than not, you'll see some kind of aggressive push like this, like an FVG. Up here will trap traders, especially as it pushes new highs or you get some type of closes like this. And then the market will exit that area and never come back to it. And now everyone that is up here is now trapped. That was long, and they're never let out of their position. And you can see as you keep moving down, you get an order block here, trades up into it, paired with an FVG, so a high probability order block. Up close candle, same thing, trades up into it, market pushes down, you get another FVG continuation. Market trades down, another FVG continuation, makes a new low. This one here fails. That's your first sign of maybe, okay, you might get some CSD. You're getting this down close candle here as well as this one at 12 o'clock. It's high getting traded through as CSD. And even if you really wanted, you could use this one as possibly an event horizon if you really wanted to. So by the time you're back here running all failure swings, that's what you'd be looking for the same bullish ideas. If you think they bought this and you see something like this, a turtle soup, you can trail that to there, get as close if you want as possible, OTE it, or take like a 99% retracement, do the same thing. And even if you were short and you tried to short this move up here or any IOFED ideas into this, the SIBI gets completely torn through. You get an FVG on retrace. The market trades up into it. And even by then, you get another one here. So you do have multiple bull signals. Now you're getting turtle soups bullish. Be getting out. Or at the very, very least, seek some kind of retracement idea now that you've had this entire delivery down. And that way you're not down here shorting deep discount. Post-distribution time, as well as just the distribution in general. The SIBI continue is basically failing. So you shouldn't be getting too aggressive, as that's where you can start to see at the very minimum retracements as retracements seek imbalances. Oh. Hope people are picking up on some of the Easter eggs, but yeah. I really just want to talk about this week. I executed pretty poorly. Actually, I take that back. I executed solid in the beginning of the week and then broke it, and then did okay and then bad. So, but it's just gonna be a lot of work on that. But in terms of the reads, they were all there. They really were. Dollar CAD still have this demo trade open. Although I did see it did hit target because we originally was 7 a.m. lows that day. It did hit it. It just did it Thursday, so you would have spent money on swaps and spreads, but it did do it. Or if you just let it go for just straight up power 3 weekly ideas. You're opening Monday, you get your shift here, and you trade back up into it. That can be your delivery downwards for the week. Now that wasn't my intention, I just had the trade open. But if you want to trade that long term, you can, or when you have that micro runner. Because if you entered anywhere where we did on the live stream, you never got touched. So if you truly let the stop be there and let it go, well, and expand it for what it did. So, but I traded it terribly. So, gold, same thing. Under that midnight move on the live stream, saw a move up above 28. Still made it to here, which was also cool. So, again, just a deep retracement idea based on the entire move that it's done. When you're getting the CSD and the turtle soups that are now bullish, and you can even wait for them as well. You don't have to take the first one. You can let a couple happen. If you're still deep discount, you can just take the trade for it. And you still have a risk framed. Or even something like this, just protecting it from getting a new protected range based off of the turtle soups. It's extremely powerful. It really is. GU, same thing, same exact logic. If they bought this, they defend this, and they're able to buy right where they did before. So, and this one, admittedly, I should have mentioned it, but I didn't to anybody. I just kept it to myself, and it did it. But it did exactly that. I did not execute it. So, but I want to share the thoughts of it. So, that was pretty much it. It's really not a good week of execution. That's really going to be my biggest work. I am very, very happy with how I read all the charts, though. Truly. So, I have no qualms there. UCAD again, also hitting order blocks. It was a higher time frame POY also. So, there's a lot going for it. Or like SQQQ. I had an idea for a while that we were going to split all-time highs. By the time you get this, I just like it on an inverted chart sometimes. The gap down, this is clear side of the curve shifting. And so when you're here, this is just an extra low to generate sell side to crush into. Because this is just going to trap people to get them in on double bottoms. Because as it's pulling back, those people that do double bottoms and double tops are not in. Once they see it make a double bottom and then push away, that's where the trap happens. And those people are now in the market. And that's how it'll generate extra sell side for them to use to move into. Whether it's for expansion, like this, or a turtle soup in itself off it to make extra orders, it's a finicky thing. And we'll leave that one for the future. So, but yeah, really just seeing what the market does, how it plays out. Most of the biases are pretty much going to stay the same. Also, I don't think unless the weekly look has something huge, I'll tweet it, but I shouldn't. Most stuff should be staying the same. So, yeah. If you guys ever want me to look at anything else, or have, like I said, specific ICT concept or anything, I do want to be here for you guys, especially for how I've been going through this journey myself. I really do like teaching, and I'm a better teacher than trader at this moment. I really do have something similar to the you hear like the best analyst, worst trader idea, or like that paradox. I have that in a way, so we'll see what happens, but I'm definitely gonna make it work in the end. But because I just like teaching and reading price, it's so much fun. It really is. So I just like sharing and talking about it. So if you guys have anything, by all means, you can do a live stream, anything like that for you. But other than that, good luck into next week, and I will see you guys in the next video. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.